Connect two Ziplocs by flipping one inside out to make a larger one. Wearing a face mask for an extended period of time. Sew a button to a headband to keep from destroying your ears. When I'm at Chipotle, I always wait until after the employee puts the first scoop of chicken on my burrito to ask for double chicken. So the size of the first scoop isn't compromised by the knowledge I'm getting a second scoop, and now the employee has shown their hand in terms of their default scoop size, so they can't play ducking games with my second scoop. Put a rubber band around the inside of the pockets of your shorts and never have to worry about your phone or keys on a run. Sometimes I just agree with people so they can stop talking. Jet Li. I wanted natural light in a basement that has no windows. Paid $10 for 2 old windows. Painted them, frosted the glass, installed them into my wall with 12 inches LED flat panel lights behind them. Now it's always 2 p.m. at the basement bar. Remove your ice, try to get unlimited ice. When hanging something with 2 hooks, use painter's tape to get exact markings and a level of the wall. Hammer in your nails and peel away the tape. To help hydrate our pollinators, fill a bowl with marbles and add water. Marbles give the bees a safe place to land so they can drink without drowning. Bee waterer. If you're like me and have a broken laptop hinge, buying ice cream, press on the top of the container. If it's solid, it has been properly stored. If it depresses, it has thawed and refrozen. If your sofa or love seat has one of these little flaps made out of the same material as the sofa, you should know it is provided to test cleaning agents on. Rip up junk mail and send it back with the included business reply envelope. The business gets charged per returned mail piece. I thought this was well known until my father, who has been a mechanic for 30 years, had not seen it before. Open your cable tie packets in the middle and you will never spill them all over the floor again. Pull out however many you need from the center as seen below. The easiest way to water your garden. Cut a leg off of a delivery pizza topper thingy to create a smartphone stand. If you're moving, you can use this method to easily transport all the clothes that you hang. If you're having a hard time with glasses fogging or keeping your mask up over your nose, a simple band-aid does wonders. Learned it in the OR. Feel free to share. It may save lives. Keep your toddler safely in the grocery cart seat and prevent abductions with a carabiner. What's something that seems obvious within your profession, but the general public seems to misunderstand? That $35 that scientific journals charge you to read a paper goes 100% to the publisher, 0% to the authors. If you just email us to ask for our papers, we are allowed to send them to you for free, and we will be genuinely delighted to do so. Split screen. Just mix up 1 liter of boiling water and 2 tablespoons of Vicks Vapor Rub, stirring until combined. Freeze overnight and put one in the bottom of your shower and they steam up, giving relief from clogged noses and ears. Been storing my headphones in this sour candy case for years. Wanted to share. I've been married to my wife for 11 years and she just taught me that if I use a cheese grater on a cold stick of butter, it's easier to spread on toast and muffins. My wife was impressed with the idea 3M hanger upside down to keep trash bag in place. I've been wearing this shirt wrong the whole time. Instead of polluting the planet with confetti, hole punch leaves instead. Fully biodegradable. When you don't want to buy a smaller pan for just one recipe, Travel pillow helps you lay down with headphones. For about 15 years I've carried one of these to silence annoying TVs in different places. I donate about 3 a month. I know it might drive the establishment's proprietor insane trying to figure out what happened to the volume, but blaring The View in waiting rooms should be illegal. Take this tip and live longer. I use an upside down metal dish rack to keep my Tupperware from flipping upside down in the dishwasher. Vacuum sealing watermelon causes all of the juices be snapped in, increasing the sweetness of the fruit and deepening the color. How to get your kid to take medicine. When disassembling items, punch your screws through some cardboard and label the sets. This will help you retain your hardware, remember placement and order of reassembly. Putting a mug on your doorknob so you can hear it if someone tries to break in this holiday season. About 2 minutes after realizing there was no bottle opener in my hotel room, I discovered this gem, and it works like a charm. Rinse vegetables right in the garden, and then reuse the water on the plants. Plastic bucket and small laundry basket / colander. One time my friends and I realized that you only have to be 18 to rent a U-Haul, compared to 25 to rent a regular car. So we duck and rented a U-Haul pickup truck for $20 and took it up to Seattle just to hit the town for the day. That's an amazing loophole to exploit. Instead of bringing multiple travel adapters on holiday, just bring one travel adapter and a regular multi-power block that you can use to plug all your stuff into. The hack of all hacks. Putting together furniture, use some of its styrofoam packaging for keeping small parts from disappearing. Their question: what are your salary expectations? Your response: what is the range for this position? Seriously, try this, especially if you're underrepresented. The results will be educational. Drilling a hole in a ceiling. This saves from dust debris. My kids were always complaining about getting the heel of a bread loaf, so I started flipping it over and putting the end side down so they wouldn't know. I made an all-in-one remote for my TV setup. Can't find the right wrench? Okay. My hospital bill went from $4,000 to $950 all because I asked them for a receipt and list of everything I was being charged for SMFH. They lowered my bill by 76%. Our healthcare system is a scam. I use command hooks to hang my pan lids onto the inside of a cabinet door. Optimal pizza placement for small ovens. Local pool doesn't allow alcohol, so I bring water. Cut and attach old bike tires onto your kids' plastic ATV wheels. Less noisy and more grip and durability. Drained my water heater and the hose I used was just a little short of the drain. We wanted to quit wasting food, then we realized we could use a dry erase marker on the top of our freezer. Now we always know what is in there. I added a rubber bumper design for boats to the curb outside my house. Now I can park as close as I like and not ruin my wheels. When freezing ground meat, flatten it out as much as you can to reduce thawing time. At this point I don't even know if I'm breathing correctly. A large carabiner with a sponge grip makes carrying groceries a more pleasant experience for your lingers. A teacher using a refrigerator tray and kitchen containers to broadcast her board to students. Wanna store cake in a container but don't want to dig it out later? Flip a Tupperware upside down and use the lid as the bottom. If you see a toilet in your dream, don't duck and use it. Childproof cap. Turns upside down and screw in. Non-childproof cap. Why does my dad use this nice Ace thermos to keep his burritos warm? Stop water from puddling up on your canopy. Sick of having a box full of tangled cords? I just yelled, 1, 2, 3 mommy is lover, and my kids ran away, leaving me to drink my coffee in peace. I'm pretty sure I've peaked for the day. I found it easier to build a stand-in for video conferencing than to make myself presentable every day. Need new coasters? Go to the tile store. Just stick adhesive felt or cork on the underside. When hanging something with 2 hooks, use painter's tape to get exact markings and a level on the wall. Hammer in your nails and peel away the tape. Today in If It's Stupid But It Works. When you want your kid to be quiet, my parents told me people only get 10,000 words per month. If you reach the limit, you can't physically speak until the new month begins. Anytime I was especially talkative, Dad would say, "Careful, you're over 9,000 by now." Lifehack. Any public washroom can be a private washroom if you keep an out of order sign with you at all times. Modern problems require modern solutions. My uncle just sent a message in the family group asking for money. I privately messaged him asking for banking details so I can deposit it. He responded saying he doesn't actually need money. He asked for money so that nobody in the family would ask him for money. What a performance. My 4-year-old daughter is terrified of spiders, so I put some good smelling body spray and water in this little spray bottle. She sprays it wherever she doesn't want there to be spiders. My whole house smells amazing. Easy way to keep the plastic shopping bags we reuse as bin liners in place by using removable picture hooks. Shower curtain hooks work well for hanging holiday lights on curtain rods. Girlfriend's mom figured it out. Use bread clips to save flip-flops with split holes. My mom bought a CD rack for her ramen. Use different color ink for when allowed to use one-sided cheat sheets. When you lose power you can use empty translucent milk/water jugs to dramatically improve the light output from a flashlight. Works exceptionally well. The best theft protection device ever. You're welcome. Bought a tote just for groceries. No bags and carried a week's worth of groceries into the house in one trip. Freeze your freezy pots standing up so you don't have to cut through the freezy to open them. To remove strong adhesive labels from plastic containers, simply leave the containers in the freezer for a few hours first. The stickers will peel off with ease. Use a ladder when hauling tall plants. Accidentally tore the side of your bag of chips? Use a hole puncher to keep it from spreading. This one saved my life. Put the sheets inside the pillowcase. Save space and no more lost pillowcases. Use a pillowcase from a sheet set to keep the rest of the sheets in. Balance an empty can on the doorknob to alert you if someone tries to open the door while you're elsewhere in the house. There have been a few break-ins in my neighborhood recently. The one trip trick. 50 pounds of groceries and living on the 5th floor. I'm no MacGyver, but I do what needs to be done. Prevent a lockdown work PC from sleeping. 5-2-1 technique. If your significant other can't make a decision about where to eat, play the 5-2-1 game. You give them 5 restaurants. They pick 2. and you pick from those. My girlfriend of 3 years and the queen of wherever, and I don't care when it comes to this. This little game fixed our problem immediately. It takes the pressure off of her, but still gives her a choice about where to eat. This can also work with kids and indecisive friends. How to hack executive dysfunction. I finally asked my grandpa why so many of his books were wrapped in duct tape. His response was, I tape the covers so it looks like a Bible and I can read it during church. Using white nail polish to make stamped and tool markings easier to read. Parents or family keep asking you how to fix the internet, but don't know what little box does what? Here is the solution. Not the modem. Not the modem. Not the modem. Modem. We use a Pringles can for other snacks that come in bags to avoid loud bag crinkling in the office. I use leather to fix the frayed iPhone's lightning cable. How to easily carry clothes when moving. Brush out your Sherpa blankets so it's fluffy again. I know so many people who throws out perfectly good blankets just because they are matted. People, all you gotta do is brush them out. It's that time of the year again. Taping wax paper to your windows is an easy, cheap and quick way to keep your privacy without compromising natural light. Hot glue a couple of magnets to your drill is a handy place to keep screws while you're working. Move over Ellen, there's a new genius in town. Our grocery stores gives a free balloon to kids who ask for one. They tie the balloons to these clips as a weight. I have 2 kids and will never have to buy bag clips again. Life hack for Cupid era travelers. No more ear strain on long flights because of mandatory mask policy. Put on ski goggles when chopping onions so you don't cry your eyes out. I keep a whiteboard on my visor for memorizing things. How I became the office hero when an ice cream truck came by. Before you throw away a post-it, run it between the keys on your keyboard to collect crumbs and fluff. Cover your trampoline springs with pool noodles to avoid pinching toes. My husband is using our baby monitor to keep an eye on the temperature of his smoker while. Light a candle before you shower to keep the pocket of the mirror unfogged for hair combing, etc. Use a fork when grating last bits of food to avoid possible injury and to shred really quickly. Use an old iPhone and a generic Facebook account as a monitoring service. Wanted to ensure our baby chickens were okay, so I Facebook lived it under private for 24-hour monitoring from anywhere. Does anyone else save the dry lint in old paper towel tubes? They make really good fire starters, and you never know when you're gonna need to start a good fire. Wife didn't have a bundt cake pan. I thought her solution was pretty ingenious. I couldn't find the right pre-made tie rack for my new closet, and then a neighbor was throwing out this old baby crib. Super easy life hack for behind the closet door tie storage. Really easy and free. I cut off the ends with a miter box and use them for the wall spaces. This is how I cleaned my keyboard today. I glued one of those crappy pointless pencil sharpeners to the inside of a pill bottle to make something that doesn't make a stupid mess all over, forcing you to get up and sharpen over a trash can. I have a Xanax addiction. When you don't have brown sugar, but you have an excess of oatmeal. Line your tacos shell with lettuce before piling on the rest of the ingredients. If your taco shell breaks, the lettuce will keep everything else from falling out and making a mess. If you need to toss your recipe prescription bottles, simply use a lighter to quickly heat the thermal sticker to blacken your private info. Lots easier than peeling off. How to hide your candy. We pay my oldest $1 every time he reads a book. We are talking 160 page chapter books. I'm out $120 this year and he thinks he's ripping me off. Best investment ever. My 10+ year old dog likes to sleep on my legs. I made her this out of some of my old jeans for her to sleep on while I'm at work. If you drop nail polish, pour sugar on it. After a few minutes you can just sweep it away. Change the one earphone rubber to black. Black is right, white left, to quickly see which is which. When searching for 4-leaf clovers, look for a square in the middle, rather than 4 leaves. 3-leaf clovers have triangles. You'll find way more than you thought there were. Instead of piling your dog hair after a good brushing in the trash, put it in a bird feeder. The birds will use it for their nests. This gentleman at Target who reversed his hooded sweatshirt to make a puppy pocket. A leftover Parmesan cheese can makes a handy spreader for de-ice salt. After it's cooled down, pour your leftover coffee into ice trays and freeze them. Once they're solid, use the frozen cubes to make iced coffee without watering down your beverage. Bonus if you have interesting shapes. My friend's cat loves attacking Christmas trees, but hates plastic bags. For cat owners, use a beard trimmer to shave off all the pull threads from your cat clawing furniture. Makes it a lot less noticeable with that clean couch shave. Use press and seal to never wash a pan again.